Welcome to Is It Any Good? I'm Cliff Jantz. With this episode, we're going to talk about Jordan Peele's Us. The movie starts off with a young Adeline. Just call her Addie. That's what they call her in the movie. She wanders off from her parents while visiting the pier at Santa Cruz, I think. I'm not sure where exactly, but it wanders her. She ends up walking into a hall of mirrors and gets lost. The power goes out, and then she discovers an exact replica of herself. And then we go years later. She is married, two kids. They're traveling back to the her childhood home, which I guess they now use as a vacation home. And then they go to the beach, and then their son wanders off close to that same spot. He doesn't go into the Hall of Mirrors, but he sees something that was kind of weird, and then they go home and they are terrorized by versions of themselves throughout the night. And that's pretty much all I can tell you without giving anything else away. Um, I thought this movie was very enjoyable. Well, actually, before I get into this, Jordan Peele came from comedy, right? Because he does this whole horror genre suspense very well. I really enjoyed this movie. The good for me was obviously the acting. Lupita, I do not know how to say her last name, so I'm not gonna try to butcher it. But Lupita does a great job playing this role of Addie and the villain of the movie, Red. She's the only one of the lookalikes that can actually speak. And obviously, the kids do a great job having to portray two different versions, a good side and an evil side of themselves. Because the evil sides they're evil. They are messed up versions of themselves. I thought this movie does a great job with the whole suspense and horror element. It doesn't get too gory. And even during these suspenseful scenes, they're able to throw in a joke that actually doesn't take you out of it still being suspenseful, but gives you a little laugh. It's kind of how people would probably react if they were in a similar situation, trying to calm the nerves while also being scared out of their mind. Um, the ending of this movie was really great. I can't really say anything more about that, but also back to the horror. The music for this movie kind of helps build the suspense as well. I've had the evil remake of I've Got Five on it stuck in my head since I've seen the movie beginning this past week. The one bad thing for me is once the ending does come, it does kind of bring in a couple of plot holes throughout the rest of the movie. They're not bad plot holes where it's going to take you out and just ruin the movie for you, but there are a few plot holes, that need answering, or maybe he set them up this way for a reason. I'm not sure, but like I said, they're not terrible. They don't take anything away from the movie. They're just some minor criticism. As conclusion for this movie, did I think it was any good? Obviously, I did. I thought it was fantastic. The end was great. I think at this point in the year, it's probably in my top three of movies I've seen so far this year. But let me know what you guys thought in the comments below. Like and share this video. And the channel is It Any Good? And I'm Cliff Jantz. Thank you.